Fall off. I couldn't see a thing. I was like, good morning.
Hi guys, welcome to Sunup on 7. My name is Brandon Usher.
And my name is Renata Summers Cod. And we are excited, guys, because we're back on our Two Tablets Tuesday.
Easter Tuesday.
With beef. Smoking beef. We don't know how the temperature going, but we know where to smoke it up. It kind of leave bun because it's supposed to be fish, but then it end up to be beef. And here we are. But what else do we have, Brandon?
Apart from that, guys, we have Reading Rights coming in talking about an upcoming play in collaboration with Haven House. So you want to stay tuned to that conversation to see what they have up their sleeves for this new one. Right.
And you know how this works. Put your comments in the comment section, make it live, interactive, fun, GG, respectful. Of course! Shall we get to the couch?
So,
a place to call your home, a place where you can go. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light.
good morning, my beautiful people out there, and welcome back to Sunup on 7. Hope you had an amazing Easter vacation before. But guys, we're jumping back into it, and we're starting with the weather and the traffic courtesy of the Belize Met Service and Smart.
Good morning. A light and relatively moist airflow prevails over the country. And in the 24-hour forecast, the skies will be cloudy at times today and tonight. A few showers or periods of rain will affect mainly southern and offshore areas today. Then for tonight, isolated showers or light rain are expected. Then high temperatures will reach around 83 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 87 inland, and then 77 up in the hills. Low temperatures for tonight will reach around 74 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 66 inland, and then 63 in the mountains. Winds over the open sea will be light and variable, with sea conditions being slight. And then low tides occur at 6:26 this morning, then at 8:30 tonight. High tides at 12:32 this afternoon, then at 2:27 tomorrow morning. The sun will set at 6:07 this evening and rise at 5:41 tomorrow morning, while moon set is at 9:23 this morning and moon rise at 11:10 tonight. And now for the extended forecast. A few cloudy spells with isolated showers or light rain are expected for Wednesday and Wednesday night. And next we have the fire forecast. Moist conditions will continue to support a low risk for fires or brush fires going into Wednesday. And finally, we have the sargassum update. More sargassum mats are expected to drift ashore during the next few days, producing moderate to major impacts over coastal destinations across the country. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
Good morning again, my beautiful people. Well, it's been a long weekend, but some people are asking for the beef in this chat, and we'll give you that beef. But first, let's check in with the man himself, Jules, how his Easter went. Was he collecting all this ingredient for the beef, or I don't know? But Jules, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I was in a state of where everything is peaceful love.
Oh, look at that.
And that's what I have returned with today.
You sound very calm.
That's why they
Like your breath is
yeah.
different. Like I could tell you're different.
the
I'm
calm
blissed out.
blue and
You're
everything like
blissed out.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the
I'm
calm
blissed
blue.
out. It's a new me.
Like it looks like you've been hired back as one of the spokespersons. Like it looks like like
Everything's
this is a
good.
new leaf.
Everything's good
So-
with me and the government. Everything's
Friends,
good.
you're friends, but besties.
Besties.
And
Tight.
so at this point, are we expecting anything over like what? Simmer
What
down.
would it be?
You know,
Simmer.
it'll just be hardly cooked. Because it's just like you're eating it like, almost
It's a blue
raw.
steak. Blue steak.
Black and blue, baby.
Got it,
Okay.
guys. So we'll get it raw this morning.
Everything is peaceful love.
Peace
But
and love and
I
bliss.
love that. So the Easter has definitely done you wonders. Your that sea breeze come in. I hope no sarcasm smell, but
Oh,
it's all
my.
right. But Jules, as we're talking about the seas now, let's jump on into our first topic with the port of Belize. The NIAC met with them on Thursday to discuss this cruise terminal.
Right. So NIAC met Thursday to consider the proposal after the public consultations were finished. I didn't know the meeting would be so quick, but I understand, and this has yet to be confirmed, but I understand that there is conditional approval for the cruise terminal at the port of Belize.
Oh,
Yet to be confirmed, it's not official.
Oh, okay.
Now, in 2022, approval for this port was denied. It has been reportedly, preliminarily approved with conditions in 2026. This is a consequential decision. I don't need to say. The investment is 450 million US. That's what's proposed. And it would have a transformative effect. I understand that the NGO representative voted as they have since 2022. We support the enlargement of the bulk cargo facility or the expansion, but we do not support a cruise port for that area. And obviously the cruise port, it involves quite a lot environmentally.
right.
They have to dredge millions of cubic feet of silt and move it around. It's a big issue. But we have to wait for final confirmation. But if it is a green light, it should launch things into another stage of preparation for the sport, where the government would have to move ahead with one of its partners to start to invest substantially in the development of this. It's a minimum 3 to 4 year project, as I see it, if it proceeds. And that is still an if. And it can raise claims by the Ashcroft Alliance, the Waterloo Group, that we have been treated in a discriminatory fashion.
Right.
Because we had a proposal of, obviously, the science of the methods from one proposal to another have changed. But it's essentially the same thing. It's how much stuff you dredge up and where will you put it? Those are the central questions. And so the Ashcroft Alliance can make a credible claim that it was treated in a discriminatory fashion. And if that is the case, you never know what could end up in court. But we shall see. Again, we should have final confirmation on the news today. But that is what we have heard preliminarily coming out of the meeting on Thursday, which didn't finish until the late afternoon on Thursday, which, that slid right into Easter weekend.
Yeah.
So
I'm
So,
just thinking about it, Jules, though, in terms of, yes, maybe it might be discriminatory acting, But what about the Port of Magical? We had that press conference, that one-man press conference
Right.
by Mr. Gegg,
One.
the same day of the public consultation, and he was highlighting about the E. coli situation in that area.
Yeah, it's a huge concern, and and that's a part of moving these what are called the dredge spoils. You have a lot of E. coli that is down there in the water, and once you bring that up, I mean, I'm not any expert on the science, but just the raw information provided to us so far certainly indicates that when you dry out all these dredge spoils, it will put a lot of E. coli remnants into the air. I don't want to speak above my level of expertise, which is very minimal, but it's a concern. E. coli, that area is swamped with waste runoff
Right.
from the sewage ponds. So it certainly is a health concern, primarily for people in the Port Loyola area. And we hope the area representative will break ranks with his party, the PUP area representative, Mr. Gilroy Usher, will break ranks with his party and speak up for his community, who,
One get it bigger, they stick it.
stand to get to. It's not just unfair treatment that they may get. They may get sick.
Literally, I get a proverbial end of the stick.
Yeah.
That end of the stick, literally, with that stuff on it. So yeah, it's a concern, but again, preliminary. So let's wait. But it's a major and consequential meeting that NIAC had on Thursday.
Right.
Moving on.
So moving on into actually this weekend. We asked you how it was this weekend, but let's look at it at a nationwide stance now. The sacred and the profane of Easter weekend.
Well, we have to talk about Holy Week from the City Council, which I alluded to the last time I was here. And we also have to talk about the raging debate on social media this weekend. I am told, I am not a social media user, but my young staff, they explained to me that a raging debate unfolded over the weekend over the Easter activities, the booty shaking activities, the swimsuit competitions, and a lot of near nudity broadcasts on social media, etc. Let's start with the sacred.
Yes.
Before we get to the profane. Gentlemen, we have the pictures of Holy Week. So let's talk about Holy Week by the Belize City Council. There they are. Do not use public funds as a platform to pretend you are prayerful. If you want to be prayerful, do it in private. Do not, it is Holy Week, another great success. People attended. It was a peaceful time. It was finished early. Good, clean fun. People, spiritual people were reaffirmed. It was life-affirming. The artist Shinach performed. But I find it offensive when politicians pose on the stage with their hands up in worship when public funds are paying for that. I have a problem. Why does the concert have to be free? Why does the concert have to be free? Why does $100,000, that's what the mayor said, or I think he said it's 236 total. They raised 100,000, he said, from the business community. So the city paid 136,000. They are using this for political profiling. I find it very dangerous when politicians say, let us use public funds to pay for a religious concert, and all of us will go on stage and raise our hands in prayers, all of us politicians. That means we are using public funds to pay for a platform where you can make your whatever spiritual statement you wish to make. I thought that these things are done in private. I have grave doubts about anybody who gets up, any politician let me be specific, sorry. Any politician who gets up and says, me, God, I'm the man, or I'm the woman. This is an abuse of public funds. I do not support, as a taxpayer, I do not support paying for a religious concert with public funds for a free concert. I understand if you say, well, let's try to break even. Certainly the artist,
Right.
her name is Shinach. She's a world-renowned artist. She not do it for free. She do it for money. That is fine. You have to get paid for your value as an entertainer. So then why should attendance be for free? If the city says, okay, we want to do a subsidized event, and you pay a minimum, a few dollars, $20, you know, most concerts for global artists, and she's a global artist, is, you know, 80, 75, 80, 100 plus. Why do Christians receive a pass to get a free concert? Well, I want a free Rastafarian concert. That's the way I want. Bring Chronics and give me that free. I want a free Rastafarian concert. Why is it that Christians get special treatment? I understand it's Easter. Great. But you cannot use public funds to pay, in my opinion. You cannot justifiably, because they did use it, you cannot justifiably use public funds to pay for a religious concert because it discriminates against the non-religious or those of other religions. And second, it gives politicians, please show them again all on stage with their hands in the air, it gives politicians a platform for political posturing in prayer. You will never convince me that that is not political posturing. Raise on a hand, bow on a head, I am sorry. Pay for that with your own money. You cannot use public funds for that. But I understand that Belizeans, once you say God, everybody, and say, no, boy, you need to clear the way. Well, that is discrimination against those who have other beliefs, who are not Christians, or who are other sects, or who are agnostics, or who are non-believers. But I would love to hear your opinion on it, Renata.
Well, me and Miriam, we talked about this last week, and we didn't find a problem with the concert. I know, of course, people will have justifications of like the cost and everything, but when you look at the Belize Music Festival that is widely, you know, celebrated, and they never break even for that.
Never
The
do.
amount of people that they bring, often majority of them are from outside, international artists, and we rarely have as much Belizean artists, even though it's a Belize food and music festival or so. And people come out, and for that one, sometimes they don't come off in the same way that this one come out, with a clean and peaceful way too as well. It's hard for persons to go because at the locations at times it's hard for people to access, etc., etc. So what I can say, and Miriam and I spoke about this, is maybe be a thing where there is a small charge to have a level of break even to allow for that to take place in that sense, and maybe even promote more Belizean artists, because they had the Jesus Festival that happened a while back and well attended in Civic Center with so much persons, and they charged like $15 or $10
support
for that, and people came out, busloads of people came out. So we do know that regardless if there is a small fee or not, people will come out and they will come and praise and support, and it's well attended, clean, fun too. So what it could be is a thing where they have a small fee that's charged, and that they invite maybe more Belizean artists, and maybe just have one if they want to have an international artist, and then go from there. But I will say, for the cost of concerts, for people that do music productions and all of these things, the cost of it is not actually that expensive for a well-produced
I absolutely
concert.
agree.
I will say that too. So the rave of how much it costs for what they did and displayed out there with everything and productions and band and everything, that is actually a really good, affordable cost.
I don't think it's exorbitant at all. My problem is that why is it free? Why do Christians get a discriminatory advantage to have a free concert when others don't get? And the example you posited is excellent. People don't mind paying $15 or $20. I have no problem with subsidizing or doing a not-for-profit venture. But the idea to do it free and then to go on stage and raise on a hand, all are we to pray? No, man, no. You are using public funds to posture for a political platform. Let us not forget municipal elections are in a year.
And then, Jose, I think you raised on the last occasion as well that this is coming at a time where property taxes are up. You have the garbage fee, you
18%.
have all of this going back up. And everything else is going up at this point. So they're like, are they paying me taxes for one concert where not attend? If I'm of another sector, another religion or something like that. So I get that point. I think I have a question here, and I've just been reading some of the comments and I've formed this, is that do you think that the concert would have been this well attended if it was solely Belizean artists? Solely Belizean gospel artists?
I would love.
Well, the Jesus Festival did have 2 international artists as well. So they had Sharin, I forgot his last name, and they had Positive. And so they were well attended because of that. And I will say that Belizeans, as we know, don't necessarily support Belizeans as much as you'd want them to in normal content. This is not just for religious aspect, this is for cross the line, they're not support like that. So you do have to have a headliner, if you want to say, to thankfully allow Belizean artists to get that proper exposure, get that love, along with an international artist. So,
but the principle is established. 2 things. One, people are prepared to pay.
People are prepared to pay. I would say people are prepared to pay.
It's not like Christians work for free, they make money too. Right? So I'm just saying, if you make money, you should pay. I don't understand the discriminatory treatment. And second principle is, I believe you do need a headliner, a foreign headliner, if you want to fill a place like that. It will not be full with just Belizean artists. Maybe you don't need Sinach, who is, I guess, one of the highest level of artists. Right? But, you know, I have a lot of love for religious music because it's very powerful. It's designed to be powerful.
It's uplifting.
It's uplifting.
It is. For so much people.
Exactly. I like that music because it's so irresistible.
Thank
but at
you,
the same
Sharon
time,
Gardner. Thank you so much.
Sharon Gardner. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think public funds should pay for it, but I'm sure I'm in the minority because you see, people have this illusion that you are buying some kind of spiritual sanctuary, you know, or a politician, I should say, that you are creating a safe spiritual space. I understand these events have a positive effect on the community and those who attend, but the majority will not attend, and the majority will continue to live in whatever you want to call it, in whatever judgmental or moralistic terms, a fallen state. And as they say, the Gideon going to continue to run. But on that note, I will say it was a very peaceful, criminal-wise,
It was a beautiful
a very peaceful weekend. You know, usually we're coming off Easter weekend reporting on a multitude of murders.
Yeah.
We are happy that we are not reporting on that right now. Sad things happened and some crazy stuff happened, but we did not see a multitude of murder. But we have to talk about the profane.
Yes, because it's not about public funds, no. It's a private funds.
Private funds. So we cannot show you pictures of the profane because it's too profane. It will affect the tender sensibilities of the Sunup audience. But we know there were these, I have to call them booty shaking competitions in Placencia, right?
That's what it was, yeah.
Right? So it's scantily clad women, young women, you know, shaking what God gave them on the stage and revealing a lot. And I guess the controversy is that it was streamed live by Hot Off the Press.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the controversy, and that this was irresponsible. Well, I don't know what you expect. I don't want to be rude, or I don't want to get into name calling or characterizations. My point is, Hot Off the Press, I don't think is a traditional media outlet. I think it's basically clickbait, and it exists to make money. It does that. It exists for a political purpose, I believe. So I just think it's a clickbait site, and that's a great clickbait stuff for those into that. My point is, however, that I guess the issue is that, you know, this happened on Easter Sunday, I guess, on Easter Sunday night or Holy Saturday, one of them. I think it's Easter Sunday, yeah. Let's say it happened then. It happened over the Easter weekend. And that it was a travesty to show such a thing. I don't know if you want to assess blame, and I'm not interested in assessing blame. People can do what they want. But, you know, who is to blame? Is it the women who go up there? I would never think of blaming them. Is it the people who broadcast it for a prurient purpose? It's not broadcasted for news or information or even entertainment, maybe. I don't know. Where do I fall on this issue? I'm perfectly fine with it, but a lot of people say that it's a terrible violation of the spirit of Easter and that we've lost the entire sense of spirituality. I think it was lost long time ago when it surrendered to an Easter bunny. Right? Once we surrendered to the Easter bunny, it was game over. But I really don't have a problem with it. People, you know, you don't have to watch it. And if you think that it's a sign of the fall of civilization, that scantily clad women are shaking their behinds in front of a camera, hey, that ship sailed about 50 years ago. And people, I mean, you know, that for some persons, they choose that expression of their sexual being, of themselves, and that's the world. People are entitled to that, but maybe you all see it in a different way.
Somebody was saying that, and this is Ms. Aria, she's saying some of them were minors also. So just looking at all that aspect of
and that's
showcasing.
a violation, yeah.
So that is something I'm not sure. I'm not aware of the ages.
I didn't even see a video,
I never
actually.
seen nothing.
Okay.
I never to watch. I was peacefully reclined and relaxing and enjoying
Yeah.
time with family. But I can understand for persons, but I don't even just look at for the Easter weekend, the way how sometimes we have this content available for young people to really digest.
Yeah.
And we have to understand that as young people are growing up, they're in a critical stage of seeing things, questionable stage of like curiosity, understanding, seeing what's right and wrong, trying to figure and discover themselves. And with the exposure, sometimes I guess people do feel a way of saying like, well, my child, X, Y, and Z, this or whatever it is. But the reality is this is not new. This is what continues.
And it's available all day on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
like we do not live in a
I
cloistered
know you could
world.
be upset about it, but this is the reality of the world, and you just have to try your best to know that this is what is of the world. You have to try. Fill yourself with
Limit
spiritual
your
things
screen time.
Exactly,
Control to a
and
certain
a
level
wise
your
friend told
children to
me,
get
if you
exposed
see a dog, if you see a dog's droppings in the middle of the road, don't walk in it. Walk around it. The same way, if you know it's going to offend your tender sensibilities, walk around it. If minors are involved, that's unfortunate, but that's the fault of the organizers.
And that's what somebody's saying here as well, right?
Yeah, but
it's. I just heard about all of what was happening, and I'm like, oh well, wow. And then you had people, yes, on the internet arguing about it. I still not seen no videos yet, but it's like I agree with what you said, Jules, because it's like this not the first time this to happen. It's been happening over and over, and people go out there for that. And then when alcohol is involved,
different story.
Yeah.
you know, discretion go out the roof.
and alcohol is universally available. Let's move on.
But before
settled-
we get the
Got
Jules,
it.
how did our Easter go with our borders?
Thank you for reminding me. So we have some statistics there, guys. Because, you know, there was this big talk that everything would shift, you know, that people wouldn't go to Mexico because of the cartel scare and some people would go west. Well, the numbers are they're posted on the immigration website from Friday to Sunday. We don't have Monday's number yet, which will be the most important one, and we'll have that on the news. But we can say that we did see a decreased number of visitors going north, 700 less between Friday and Sunday. So that is, we need to read the number at the top to see
Belize
the
northern
year.
border.
But see the period, 20, 25, or 26.
It says 26.
So, and which border is that?
Northern.
So that's the northern border, 26, and the total is of returning Belizeans.
4597.
4597, right? So last year, So that's 2026. Last year it was 5,200. Are you able to show the one for 2025 for northern border? Northern border for 2025. See there?
See there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So that means it went down just between Friday and Sunday. There were 700 fewer returning Belizeans from Mexico. So that indicates a decline in traffic. We're waiting for Monday's numbers, but certainly we saw a decline there. Let's look at the west. We have the western one. That should say Belizeans
Yes, Western here.
to Guatemala. That's 2026 or 2025.
2026.
So 2026 shows 2,892 returning Belizeans in 2026. And if we go to 2025, you will see
Oh, say
1,965.
Ah.
So 1,965 to 2,892 is 900 more. So we did see between Friday and Sunday, Good Friday and Easter Sunday, we did see 700 fewer Belizeans returning from the north, and we did see 900 more Belizeans returning from the west. So there certainly has been a shift. But yeah, we'll hope to have the Monday numbers on the news tonight. But yeah, it is shifting. People are afraid of the cartel.
Keep the money in a Belize. Me no bex yet. Keep the money
No,
in a
then
Belize.
just shift it from Mexico to Guate.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but I saw a lot of people going to Key and all of that too as well.
Oh,
I
yeah,
will
for
say-
sure, for sure.
And I spoke to a lot of persons that were not going anywhere for Easter. This is the first time I actually spoke to so many persons that were staying home with just
Okay.
family and not doing that much for this Easter as compared to the years before. So I do think there has been a shift in a lot of persons not necessarily wanting to go out.
right.
But
So moving on into our next topic, and it was a record-breaking cross country.
Yeah, I'm no expert, but I will say, okay, so they smashed the cross-country record. Jim Brown, I believe we have footage of him riding in. The UK cyclist won 2 years in a row, but he smashed the record he beat it by about 8 minutes. 5 hours, 31 minutes. Let me pull it up here. 5 hours, 31 minutes. He beat the record, the existing record, which was 5 hours, 39 minutes, 45. He went 5:31:31. So, but I think we have the one with Jim Brown. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So there he is coming across the line. And there were only 2 or 3 Belizeans in the top 10, but one came in third. That's Jiven Gonzalez.
Right.
But what I want to say is exceptional about this finish is 11 of the riders beat the existing record, beat the last record.
Wow.
So it was a really fast race. 11 of the riders beat the record, and I think 8 of them beat it by 8 minutes.
Wow.
So it was an exceptionally fast race. So 11 riders beat the previous record, which is really indicative of a super fast race that we couldn't have imagined it would be so quick. And 3 of the top 10 were Belizeans, but once again, a UK cyclist won it 2 years in a row. And you know what I say? Although I'm never a fan of the British, it's better British than Guatemala. There's no pain like a Guatemalan winning. So, but respect to the young man, Jiven, who came in third.
And this is after apparently 2 immediate punctures.
Right, yeah.
On the road.
He rode a heroic race, I think. He just
fought, man.
He just didn't have it at the end. So respect to him, but we'll have more in the news about it later. Let's move on.
Yes. Easter Sunday. If you notice on the price that the tank gone up.
just
Yes.
on the Sunday, man.
I think it went to, I think we have the increase there, guys. 80 cents and 82 cents, or 82 and 86 cents.
Chesapeake.
Are we able to pull that up? But my point is, it had been rumored for weeks or for days. People had posted a fake Channel 7 post that was fake news. Somebody make that up on AI. But so premium went up 86 cents and regular went up 80 cents Easter Sunday.
Wow.
Easter Sunday.
So we're still on a $50, but not for much longer. And all I'm saying is, I understand we're in a global oil crisis. I understand it is not of it is not of our making. But the government has to publish what is the buildup? What is the revenue? What is the tax take? How does that compare to previously? I understand the government is saying we are, we are absorbing some of the costs. Fine, you have to absorb it because you were creaming on it. And I know I'm repeating myself, but my point is I call on the government to publish what is called the breakdown so that we can see what is the tax take. Is it still at 40%, 41%? Because 41%, which is what it averaged last year, 41% of $14 is very different than 41% of $11.
Imagine, yeah.
Right? So I'm just saying we need to see that the tax take is going down to the mid 30s, thereabouts, rather than staying between 41 and 44%. But I call on the government to I understand they are surely going through a lot of revenue shocks themselves, and they have to keep revenue stable. Government has a huge wage bill, accepted. But do not just say, we're absorbing it, and not show it to us.
Right.
Because I don't trust the government.
How much does the limit absorb for the diesel? $1.50 or something like that?
Yes, but what is
be more, Brandon.
that figure? I'm saying that all that time when fuel went low, you all were creaming. So we paid this forward. Do not punish us for it. So yeah, so that's my feeling on it. But I don't want to belabor it. Good, we're making good time.
Josemai needs special security detail. Man, when I read this last night, I was like, what? No.
Josemai, first of all, he showed me photos of his One View photos. I would never air them or share them. But he did show me photos of his very intense knee surgery.
Wow.
So I know that he did certainly have knee surgery. And he's recovering, and it will be quite a long period of recovery. And he will need physical therapy, etc. Once you deal with your back, it's a whole bunch of things, or with your knee. But
I get to the back eventually.
But respect to that, his healing process will take months. I do believe that the Prime Minister wants to bring him back. Forgive me. But I have to question, when somebody loses ministerial rank, they go back to being member of the House of Representatives. That comes with a salary of probably $38,000 a year, down from 92, thereabouts, with allowances. All fuel allowances should be gone. All phone allowances should be gone. All vehicles should be gone. There's no ministerial vehicle if you're not in the ministry. So, but my concern is that I am very well informed, and I received this information some time ago, but multiple sources are reporting that Minister Mai continues to have more than one security. He has a police officer who's assigned to him, who has been assigned to him for some while. Camara, I believe his name is, Camara. But I am reliably informed that there are two other officers who are also assigned as part of his security detail. I need an understanding of why he has such an advanced security detail. I know that one spell he was moving around in the Belmopan area with multiple armed police officers in what they call BDUs, battle dress uniforms. I'm saying we need an understanding and an explanation of why does an elected representative need so much security, and also what is the status of his payment as minister? Because, or if he's not receiving payment, what is the status of his allowances, his vehicle, etc.? Because it's a huge change, right? And when you're a member of the House, you only get that salary, 38,000, 36 or 38. But then the government always beefs it up. They put you on all the committees, whatever, so you can get extra money. But I don't know that he has been appointed to any special committees due to the nature of his change. So I'm saying that Answers are required, and the main answers are what's the issue with having a extended security detail, and if there is good and clear reason for it, fine. But then people need to know, right?
Explain.
I remember Mr. Vega
Answer.
needed around-the-clock security as well, due to threats on his life during the UDP era. We need answers on it. We need to know. So yeah, we'll just leave that there, and we'll try to find out.
And so we move on to Dr. Carla Barnett and CARICOM and disappointment and all kind of things that might happen.
I think,
reappointment.
well, yeah, reappointment, which is a disappointment for the president of Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, it's a complicated situation because Dr. Carla Barnett was reappointed by the chairman of CARICOM, announced it, and that's Dr. Drew, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. I think we have his picture, guys. He was appointed, he said on March 25th that she had been reappointed for another term. But my concern is that, and there it is, it was a brief statement on March 25th, 1 month after the heads of government meeting. It seemed the timing of it seemed odd, and the president, the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, continues up to the weekend, raising concerns and saying that we will not abide her reappointment. And my question is, will Dr. Carla Barnett survive? Will she survive this attack? Trinidad and Tobago is not to be taken lightly. They provide 20% of the funding for CARICOM. They are one of the biggest nations in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean and in the CARICOM bloc. They are a major part of the single market and economy because they are a major producer. So, and if we can air the statements made by the Prime Minister of Trinidad, but she said that if we can zoom in on it, she said, and I have it here if we can't, she said that they will relentlessly prosecute this matter.
Wow.
So I want to read the statement. I again call on CARICOM for transparency on the odious process used to reappoint S.G. Barnett. Trinidad and Tobago remains committed, etc. But it is in the interest of my citizens' well-being. I will mercilessly, relentlessly, and if needed, ruthlessly, publicly prosecute this matter until transparency is achieved. No.
Mercy, ruthless,
no.
relentless.
Prime Minister Persad Bissessar is a woman known for emotive statements, right? Ruthlessly pursue, but it's a problem. And, you know, she enumerates everything that she believes is irregular with the reappointment, right? But, you know, it's a very, in my mind, a very damning statement. One more made from the Trinidadian government. And I don't know if Dr. Barnett, the first Belizean to be appointed CARICOM Secretary General, an extremely senior post, I don't know if she will survive it. You know, Trinidad is on the outer edges of the CARICOM's main thinking because she likes to play up to the United States, which is not a position universally held in the region.
Right.
And so there is a divide between Trinidad and the rest of CARICOM. But they are a big contributor, a big economy, and they're not letting up. So unless somebody can work some diplomatic magic, I think the appointment may be in trouble. But we'll have to wait and see. Can CARICOM afford for Trinidad and Tobago to withdraw? No, it's not in their interest either because they have a lot of trade advantages as one of the largest producing economies. However, it's really at a acute point for Dr. Barnett. And we'll just have to wait and see if she survives it.
Yeah, reappointment occurs August.
Yeah, that's when her
August.
appointment date's supposed to start. That's why, because the whole thing in the way it happened from what the
CARICOM heads of government.
yes, they were saying is that they weren't included in the decision and
Right.
the way how it even
Yeah, and it
announced.
wasn't expressed
It
in
wasn't
the
on the agenda.
communique. Exactly.
They didn't even know that it was going to be discussed because it's way in August, so why would they discuss it all the way in February? So
Yeah.
we're going to see, because she is mercilessly,
Ruthlessly.
and relentlessly
Pursuing.
pursuing this
Right.
thing.
For transparency, right?
Right.
So we'll see how this continues.
Only we Belizeans come with that. Anyways.
Right. So, yeah, we're all done.
Yes.
Record time, and everything is peaceful love.
I know I was really proud of you.
This is the new me.
Let's see how long it lasts. Let's see how long it lasts.
Everything is peaceful.
Something
Man,
much shorter,
have so faith, you know.
Yeah,
man.
but not in a Jules with how he go with this beef. Like, there are certain things he gets super passionate about. Like, I know there are trigger words that I will not say.
Don't say the word.
I know. There's trigger words of persons and things that I can say and that will cause you to get riled up. So I won't do it.
But there's one trigger word
Which one?
that I'm now immune to. I've
You've cleansed yourself from him.
and it's a person.
You're cleansed from him.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yo, man, I just wish him the best. You know, his tours and concert, man.
There's a part
You know-
of me that, in the budget speeches and stuff, we kind of miss that Lee.
Well, you know,
Essence. Do you miss him?
you know, it was. I would say that the UDP side could certainly use his skills in the parliament, but outside the parliament, he's a total disaster. So, you know, if you could swap him in for just the debate. But the thing is, when he made the debate, everybody was so alienated from him that it was he won. So, you know, with the UDP, it's, you know, there's choose your curse.
So you miss her or you don't miss her? Is a yes or no?
I certainly do not miss Shine in the public life of Belize.
Okay.
I certainly do not miss his press briefings. But all that said, he's doing what I think is a very courageous thing in embarking on bring out an album at the age of well over 40 and embarking on a tour.
A world tour, yeah.
And I wish him every success. I don't know if he will have such success, but who am I to deny a man like that?
Exactly.
He the record with Dr. Dre.
Rap is in a different era at this point.
You're
so.
not that part. His
Yeah.
people's Jews.
I'm not,
You can't
I'm
make
not,
no personal
I'm not,
friends.
I'm
We have to
not,
put the
yeah.
public
Hello,
out.
what you want to do a diss track against Jules, you know what I
Hey, man, and then you know Jules are played.
Yeah, exactly.
They were actually for the music video, Jules. But with that, guys, we do have a beautiful sunrise to share with you.
Right. And this one is coming in from, where is this?
Wrong answers only.
Okay, it was sent into the page, I guess,
This is from somebody.
Wrong.
Oh, it's from me. Oh, someone
What?
sent it to me. Oh, I think someone sent this to me, yeah?
Jules,
Yeah.
you're supposed to know.
From Hopkins, then.
Yes.
It's from Hopkins, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, someone
I
sent
don't know,
it to
somewhere
me.
down so bad, I don't know.
Yeah, Hopkins, yeah. Yeah.
It gave me
Respect to that.
100%
Fran Giovanni, I
vibes based
believe.
on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Pick up yourself. Thank you so much for the submission. With that, guys, we're going to go to our first commercial break. But when we are back, we dive into exciting conversations stemming from what's going on with the Wings of Mine Tea Party and the Good Deeds Day happening this weekend. We also talk to Miss Melissa Espat from Reading Rights about a collaboration with Haven House. So stay tuned for these exciting conversations. We'll be right back.
Update on the traffic.
Oh, yes, traffic.
How the traffic looking, Victor?
Nobody to go to work today. Everybody calling sick.
No school, that's why.
Hey!
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild.
One high bush
Wild
like jungle.
I take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no worry about that. We have figure it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in.
I'm a teenager.
Everybody said it was swamp, it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
Very
This that for we, and we proud of this.
Now we are claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of the people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures, customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights, distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Shireen Halsell, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Crack.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating
plane.
along the coastline.
This morning,
of
the
northern
2023
lagoon.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Shirley Halsell, and here's
What's ahead for you on 7 News tonight? We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the 2nd floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Good morning, my beautiful people, and welcome back to Sunup on 7. We apologize for the long break, but we were waiting for Everall to actually sign in, and he's now in, so we're jumping into our first conversation for today. And we're going to be talking about a Wings of Mine Tea Party as well as Good Deed Day happening this weekend. With us on the phone this morning, we have Miss Charlotte Nall, who's the founder of Ishel Caribe Foundation. Good morning, Miss Nall. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, doing well. Getting excited to hit ground in Belize tomorrow.
Ooh,
we catch flights and we coming in. I hope you have beautiful, safe travels. And of course, Belize is always excited. And Belize is always excited to have you back. So tell us a little bit, because we need to get people excited. We're here this weekend to come up right here. People just come off at Easter weekend. So they need to mentally prepare themselves for my next amazing weekend. How is this looking? What is it like when it comes to the Wings of Mine Tea Party?
So, Wings of Mine Tea Party, this is the third year that we're having this event. But our tea party, I know lots of people have tea parties in Belize. It's the thing. But our tea party is not like everybody else's tea party. That's the thing. I, as the co-founder, and my cousin Isalie Lizama is the founder. We both grew up with the same parent. And I refer to her as my Mary Poppins. So everybody knows when Mary Poppins touch it, something magical will happen. This year, we're having a male fashion show. I also am the honorary consul for Naples, Florida to Belize. And the Belizean diaspora down in Fort Lauderdale has been very supportive of a lot of initiatives in Belize. And so we're bringing up models from the Belizean diaspora in Fort Lauderdale coming up to model for this tea party. So for everyone that didn't get their ticket as yet, tickets are getting very limited. So it's going to be one of a kind. We have a hat contest. We have a curtsy contest. But I don't know if you remember how to do curtsy.
Something happened or no. You just have to make sure you get up and get down. And down and up. Down and up. One at all, and then, once you do that in a day, somewhat same breath, you're good, right? That's how you go? Or what kind of fancy curtsy?
Well, I don't know. I know the last tea party, that was a big hit. And that's one of our signature things, the curtsy contest. And then we have the most creative hat. So, and we also, our guests will get a signature drink. Like we said, there's a group flying in from Fort Lauderdale and from DC. We have quite a few volunteers flying in with us just to help us. Not only with the Wings of Mine, but also with Good Deeds Day, as that's also part of our volunteering and giving back. So big things are happening. We're always bringing big things back home. So we're excited.
I could imagine the flyers up here for persons that are wondering all the details and everything too. And you said limited tickets. So how much more or less tickets we have left, that people can be able to purchase?
I think at this time we had about 15 tickets left.
Ooh, we got to make it true.
Wow.
Yes, the purchase. The thing is, we're doing it at the Ambassador Terrace, which just blends in with the whole theme because it's an old colonial building that has been renovated, and it's just new and up on the market. So that's another piece that we're very, very excited about.
And I've been there. It's such a beautiful scene.
It is.
So I imagine people in their cute little hats and their tea outfits and their gloves and everything, and
on the southern foreshore.
So we're going to be so prim and proper, darling.
I do see on the flyer, though, Ms. Nall, about raffles that you have apart from that. Can you discuss more about that?
We've been working on this since October of last year. We've been shipping stuff down, donations. Like I said, we even have one of our own Belizean members that makes jewelry, design a necklace specifically just for this event. So it's a signature necklace that we'll be doing silent auction. We have name brand perfume, really top of the line. I'm telling you, the donors, the Belizean diaspora donors over here have just come out tremendously. So has the Office of the Special Envoy have supported us, along with other entities in Belize, Sun Pass, Travelers, Slices and Loaves. People are just coming out donating because the cause it's a good cause. And one of the things that we don't want to walk away today in letting the community know that it's not only women that suffer from these losses, our men suffer too. It's just that our men don't speak up. This is why this event is unisex. We want you to bring your partner. We want your partner to come and enjoy the tea party. It's not just a woman's only thing.
Definitely, most definitely. And then the thing is, you know, as a unit, you should come and support a worthy cause. Bring out your friends, bring out your partners, because it's not just a female thing, it's a family thing. So I love the aspect, and we only got 15 tickets more, less. So you need to try, make sure your family make it in the mix. But I do also understand that we're having a Good Deeds Day. Talk to us a little bit about that also taking place.
So this is the third year Belize has been participating. There's over 115 countries that participate in Good Deeds Day. But we want to emphasize that Good Deeds Day is not just April 12th that you can do your event. It's all year long. So for those who are still on that Easter break and trying to recover but haven't put anything together, you still have the rest of the year. We would love for you to get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook under the Shell Carib Foundation. Also, I brought in a lot of T-shirts. There's some extra T-shirts if you want T-shirts for your group, so you could take a picture. But we really encourage you to go to the Good Deeds Day website and register your group. It doesn't have to be just on this weekend. Doing good is all year long. But this is just a weekend that we promote it heavily. So I strongly encourage the community to come out and do good. Like I said, we have extra T-shirts. So if you're wanting a T-shirt, contact me. When I get there, we will make sure that we can get you your T-shirts.
Nice.
How much is for the T-shirts also for persons out there that want to get their T-shirts?
The T-shirts are free. As long as we have your size, you can have one.
Awesome.
And I wanna find out more about what has been done in the past. We know that this is not the first time, but for Good Deeds Day specifically, what has been done in the past that people can relate?
Oh my goodness. The Belize Optimist Group have been outstanding. They have really gone above and beyond in the past 2 years. They have done from refurbishing place, giving out books, cleaning up the beaches. The Office of the Special Envoy has been fully supportive too in doing. They're having a huge initiative in San Esteban on Saturday, this Saturday coming. We also have, there's a young lady, Miss Dia Wade, that have amazingly renovated a park in Esperanza Village. If you guys could only see what she has done with just a little bit of money she has gotten from donors and the volunteers that showed up to renovate that park was just touching. She just did that last weekend, and that just blew me out of to see. I was in tears when I saw the work that the volunteers came out to make that park a useful place for the kids. We have the Muffles College, we have Sugar Flames. There are all these youths. That's the part that I love, is the youths coming out, doing their thing and giving back to the community.
Oh, I love that.
I love this. I'm hoping that people also post up, something small that they're doing. They don't necessarily have to show a person's faces when you are posting something, but showcase that, hey, I'm doing a good deed. Let this be a chain reaction. Or, I'm doing it, that means you need to do it too, because of course we're trying to spread the love and share and good deeds throughout our country. And it doesn't have to, like you said, just be this weekend. It's a continuous thing. Every day is a good chance, an opportunity to do a good deed.
Indeed.
And just hashtag Good Deeds Day or hashtag Office of the Special Envoy if they can't remember the Shell Carib. Just pretty much hashtag one of those so we can highlight what you have done.
Yeah.
Guys, and I just want to indicate the numbers in the chat for those listening on television or on YouTube that's not in our chat. The numbers that you can contact, and according to the flyers, is 669-8455. This is on WhatsApp, as well as 719-351-5951. These are to get in contact with these organizations in order to either buy your tickets quickly before they are sold out, or, you know, register your team and your group for a Good Deeds Day as well.
And we're looking forward to a lot of teams being registered. Remember, there's about 15 tickets left for the tea party happening this Sunday, April 12th. That's 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. and it's going to be a beautiful event. Tickets go, tickets are for $75 right now. And just reminding you, for persons out there, could you remind people again, Ms. Charlotte, what the funds are used for so that they know that, you know, every little bit counts when it comes to supporting the cause?
So we provide resources for women who have suffered from miscarriage and newborn infant loss. We provide counseling services. We even help women who want to bury their baby. We work with a mortician to get the baby cleaned up. We provide a burial gown, and we will even help with paying for a burial spot. We also have a monument at the burial ground if they want to place a little plaque in remembrance of their baby, because it's so important for us to remember that baby that lost. So we even will help with a woman who is going through difficulty with their pregnancy and would need an extra ultrasound or some other care. They reach out to both of those numbers, and we will be there for them, and we provide support after their loss if needed.
That is such meaningful, purposeful work. And we thank you guys, you know, for the support, for, you know, allowing so much families to have that sense of, you know, I'm being seen, I'm being heard, I'm being, you know, valued in this sense of as I navigate a difficult time in my life as motherhood, in my life as family, with family and everything too. So, Ms. Charlotte, as we're coming to the ending of this segment, is there anything that we forgot that you'd like to mention? We put the numbers in the chat for persons to WhatsApp, and of course, reminding people to reach out. Even if you can't go to the tea party, you can still donate money towards it. But is there anything that we left out that you feel pertinent that would be important to mention?
Like I said, we'd just like to thank everyone that came out in bundles to assist, especially diaspora in Fort Lauderdale. And for those who have missed, I will see if maybe Renata, we can invite. We have a special model that's coming in from Fort Lauderdale. Maybe we can get him on your show when he's down there.
Yeah.
But yes, you know, I always bring something unique and different.
We're ready for it too. Like, we're ready for a whole modeling experience. But also just to talk about the great work that's being done. I think it's always important to hear these stories, to hear about the impact. And thank you again for it. So again, we put the numbers in the chat for persons that are out there. Brandon put them in. It's 669-8455. That's 669-8455. That, again, you can use for WhatsApp. And
guys, and if you're adding WhatsApp, then it's 501 before the area code.
Oh, yes, please.
Right.
Because, yeah. And then the next one number is 719-351-5951. And so these numbers can help you get in contact. If you can't go to the tea party, if you can't do something with Good Deeds Day or whatever, but you want to donate, you want to support, please feel free to reach out and, you know, have that conversation and let it happen. And big up to all our Belizeans in the diaspora that are doing so phenomenal and helping out. You know, we really appreciate all the work that you do.
Right.
So with that, guys, we've come to the ending of this segment. With that, we're going to go to our next commercial break. But when we are back, we talk to more great work that's being done with collaborations. We have reading rights in Miss Melissa Espata. See how this is so nice, cute, and everything. And we have a little friend who might not know the statistics. I'm joking.
I never say it.
Am I? I don't know. But we're definitely going to be talking about a collaboration happening with Haven House. So another great support to be given in. Stay tuned for the exciting conversation.
These charter remains aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sharice Halsell, and here's
What's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight? We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Adira Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
These charter remains aren't
we're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sharice Halsell, and here's
What's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight? We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Adira Craft.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
These charter remains aren't
we're navigating along.
In the heart of Belize, a battle is being waged, not with weapons, but with choices. When waste is disposed of in unauthorized locations, in our forests, drains and waterways, along our highways, and in vacant lots, this is illegal dumping. The consequences reach far beyond what we see. Toxic chemicals seep into our groundwater, threatening our drinking water. Disease-carrying mosquitoes breed in abandoned tires, and wildlife mistake our waste for food. For over a decade, the Department of Environment has worked tirelessly to clean up these sites. But they can't do it alone. They need your help, and now taking action is easier than ever. Download the ArcGIS Survey 123 app to your phone. You can report illegal dump sites. The app records the location, allows you to add photos. Simply open the app, allow location access, fill in basic details about the site, add a photo, and submit. Your report helps us protect our communities and natural resources. Every report matters. Every action counts. Stand proud in protecting our nation. Our Belize, our responsibility. Bini.
For decades, BEL has powered Belize's growth and progress, lighting homes, energizing industries, and fueling national development. But in a world reshaped by extreme weather patterns, digital transformation, and evolving customer needs, the future of energy demands a new approach. The future of energy is now, and it's not just about new technology, it's about people and how we use, manage, and store power smarter. BEL is leading the transformation, blending modern advancements with the wisdom of sustainable energy practices. Integrating technologies will redefine how Belize produces and uses energy. With distributed generation and smart grid technologies, customers are becoming power partners. Energy is no longer a one-way street. BEL is making key investments that will reinforce the grid to make this a reality, ensuring energy security for generations. At BEL, we are more than an energy provider. We work to safeguard Belize's energy future, which will have demand response programs, where customers will be able to shift use during peak hours to take advantage of the new time of use or off-peak rate structures, customer energy portals, real-time insights and tools to track usage and manage energy smarter, smart metering, advanced metering infrastructure, faster, safer service and actionable energy insights, distributed generation, integrating rooftop solar, microgrids, and battery storage for two-way power flows into the national grid. Together, we are bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Good morning, my beautiful people, and welcome back to Sunup on 7. So just before the break, we were talking about the Wings of Mind Tea Party, as well as Good Deeds Day happening this weekend. Amazing things. Again, we put those numbers in the chat for you to go buy tickets. Remember, 15 are left, as well as register your team or your group to participate in Good Deeds Day. But something else that you can participate in is an upcoming play coming from Reading Rights, and with a collaboration with Haven House. To discuss more about this, we have Miss Melissa Espat, who's the founder of Reading Rights, on our couch, as well as Miss Adriana Alpuche, who is one of the board members from Haven House. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
How are we feeling this morning?
We're so comfy on your sofa. This is like the most comfy sofa ever.
Oh,
like, I mean, if I could just put up my foot and lay down, oh my God, that would be amazing.
Well, we had a special, with Miriam. Remember Miriam made a practice lead bowls for me?
I was
and
here.
Yes. Right. I was lying on the couch.
Like, I could totally see how people just like relax and
Big chill.
And that's what we provide in the show.
During the conversation. That's the
Yes.
only thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you will not allow that.
After, like, I bet.
That's what we provide in the show, though. We make our guests very comfortable.
Yes, and with our cup of coffee, thanks to Channel 7, I have really good coffee this morning in my special cup. So thank you, Channel 7. You're amazing.
And a special cup, it could be coffee, it could be something else.
It's amazing. Channel 7 is always amazing.
It's Easter Tuesday, guys.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
But so we're here talking about an upcoming play. Miss Melissa, would you want to give us an insight?
Of course. We're so excited in what we're doing next. We're working on After Dark. And it sounds all mysterious and all fun, but it is in collaboration with Haven House. Haven House reached out to me and wanted us to do something as a fundraiser. It's one of their biggest fundraisers for the year.
And it's our first official play. So we're really excited.
Okay.
Yes, it's our first official play.
Yeah,
So.
but when Miss Minnie told me, this fundraiser is really going to be for survival for the for the full year of leading up to January. So it's very important that we do this play. And Haven House is I think it's a very important organization helping women and families in general, and so we collaborated, and I asked them what they wanted, and they wanted to bring back Chicas Picante Bar from Huda Wilipa. And I was, what? Okay. So I took on the role and I said, what can we do? What can we do? So Chicas Picante Bar will be back. Officer Makuti is now Detective Makuti. He's on with his partner, Detective Taffy. And they're characters in themselves. It's like a story within a story within a story. It's like so many angles, because we see Detective Makuti now in love with Gloria, the bar owner, and now because he's a big time, he needs his special assistant, and I have to, like, it has to be told. Our office Detective Taffy is in the house.
Yes. Detective Taffy, does he have a signature line like?
Oh, he has many signature lines. Sometimes we don't understand the signature lines.
Trust me, I don't understand the signature lines.
For instance, he has to walk around a dictionary to understand what he's saying, guys. But that we're challenging him.
Yeah, but he can do it. Like, he's such a smart guy, so that's why we decided that he should do that part. But the entire play After Dark focuses on an event called After Dark, and what happens at the club after dark. We have our special DJ Boom Boom, played by DJ Clark, and he's so much fun to work with. And the three couples who come into this establishment, that is their story. We have back again, Mr. Buff Daddy with his partner Yolanda. We have Sharika with her boyfriend Dwayne. And we have Philip with his girlfriend Ismara. And so we're following them throughout the night, seeing, how they're enjoying the After Dark special. We have a special bartender from España who is going to be mixing the drinks for them. It's played by Willie Dale. He's back again. And of course, like the first Willie Pa, we had dancers. This one will not fail to have dancers as well. And not only dancers, we have the women who are going to be dancing, and we call them the Puff Girls.
Mm-hmm.
But the After Dark special also has a male dancer. So that's going to have a lot of audience interaction with it. So it promises to be really, really interesting, really fun. And of course, anything that Reading Rights does on stage, it is for advocacy. And so the morale of the entire play deals with our advocacy, which is GBA. And it's not necessarily only men to women, but it deals with so many other factors in there. So we're very excited about it, and we wanted to start talking about it because we want people to start saving their money because it's May 8th and 9th. It's right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So Easter's done. Our next big event is Mother's Day, and this is a great time to prepare yourselves to go to this Mother's Day event. The After Dark special has a happy hour that starts at 6. I mean, you could go from 5:30, hour and a half, special hour and a half is really good. And you do need that little spiciness to go in and enjoy.
Because we all wanted our chicas picantes.
We will. Because, I mean, the people on stage will be picantoing. Yes.
And nobody can picantoing or picanto.
Without the picante.
Exactly. Without the picante.
Exactly. So you have to picante up before you go see the chicas.
It only makes
Definitely.
And we do have a special reveal happening in the play. I can't say, but it's gonna be so much fun. We
I don't
inserted
know
in
because he
there.
start laugh. I don't know he knew.
Well, we have to read the thing.
You know, there are people will tell me they don't read up to the full thing yet. They're like, they only know their part. They don't read. That's why I said so.
Well, yeah, I've read the whole thing, but I don't know my parts.
No, and there are some people that I know that just go ahead and really only read their parts because they're gonna get excited as
Yeah,
well.
when I see the whole thing,
Yes.
all put together.
Yes. So I just want to list some of the characters that we have. Back again is Tasia Chuck Williams. We have Jason Kelvin, who's back again. Miguel Rivero. Let me see, who else I'm forgetting? Abigail Espat, who was a dancer in the previous, and she was the Escabeche lady in Neighborhood Watch. So now she's back.
Escabeche, I
Yes. Okay, so she's back again. Escabeche lady is back
We never
again.
did ever try the escabeche to boy. Anyway, but some other people did try the escabeche. Anyways.
Okay, so apart
just
from
heard
that,
things.
Mary Frances Espat is back as Ismara, and Andrew Munnings has his debut. Yes.
Yes. We have a lot of debuts.
His role is Philip.
Oh, so he and Mary Frances
Yes, they're a couple.
It was funny seeing him get into his role. I'll just say that. I'll just say
So
that.
Andrew knows how to act. Like I worked with Andrew before, so I just think how extra he be.
He is, Andrew is one of these people he's so available. He's always open to saying, yes, I can do it. I'll give my full attention. And then he flips into his character. And it's like, okay, is that your character? Or is that so he's really fun. And he, again, everybody who's here, they do believe in the cause. Yeah. We have Teresa Woods back again as Miss Gloria.
Okay.
Detective Makute Kevin Mendez.
Reporting for duty.
Yes, and he's on deuterizing today.
I know my little cutie's out. He's going to be back tomorrow.
Yeah. But his partner in crime is Detective Taffy, played by
Brandon.
Yes,
He's going to make his...
My debut on stage.
No pressure.
No, but the thing is, they when they approached me, it was like, you just have a lead role. When I look on this role, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, but it's
They hook you like that, no?
They hook
But
me like that.
expect they're I think it was one of the members of Haven House went in and she was just like, drooling. Like, wow, all these handsome men. What will I do? You're making me sick. But all these men will be dancing for us.
Yes.
So that's going to be something to look forward to. But overall, I think I'm really proud of it. It does, it's a very personal play for me. The script is somewhat personal. And so it's for me giving back. And so this is a part of Good Deeds Day as well. Every time that everybody gets together, it is part of Good Deeds Day. So big up Charlotte. Yeah, she's a talented woman like her sister.
Keep it in the family.
So, Adriana, I want to bring you into this conversation now, just so that people could get an idea. We spoke about the central theme of this play. Well, how does it tie in with Haven House?
Well, like Miss Melissa said, all the proceeds goes into our survivors of the house. So it's just to give back to the community, making sure that people are aware of what is happening, because for some reason we know it's happening, but it's still a taboo subject when it comes to our neighborhoods and our communities. So it's something that we need to know about and to know the signs of everything. So, and then try to put a little play into it as well, too, because Belize is a place we like to make jokes out of everything. So somehow we could blend it so we know about it, the awareness of it, of everything behind it,
That is so true.
So,
So I'm looking forward to see that come on stage, because what I love about the place, like Miss Melissa says, is there's this way of laughing, but then at the same time, you can get the message and be like, I know this has happened to somebody before.
This sounds so familiar.
I know about this. Maybe I have been in this position but, before. I was able to look at it in a different light, but the message was still able to be brought across. On that same note, is this a child-friendly?
No.
Okay, I was going to ask, right? No, because I know how people want to be picking and stuff like that. Right?
However, I will say this. It has a disclaimer of 16 plus.
Okay.
And I've had parents who call me, can I bring my daughter? And my answer is, it's your decision. However, it would be a great way for you to have a conversation with your daughter.
Right.
So if you take them, have that conversation. For Wilipa, which is, had a huge, I guess, a surprise for the audience. A friend of mine called me and said, can I bring my daughter? And I said, yes, you can, but just be aware that it will have some scenes. And he said, well, I'm very open with my daughter, and we can have that conversation. So at the end, I asked him, was it okay? And he said, well, it was a bit different. I didn't expect to see that. And she then had questions. And he said, I think it was the most appropriate time to talk about it. To talk about your surroundings, your friendships, and be careful with your drinks, etc. So I know Miss Minnie said she has her 15-year-old. And she's bringing the 15-year-old. So it's, again, for mothers who want to have that relationship with their conversation with their daughters. It's very important. And for young men, too. Because we tend to forget that the young men are just as responsible. And parenting for young men is different than parenting for young women. And it doesn't have to be. Having that conversation.
And I think this allows for the conversation
to start.
Because women, we know that it's easier to have a conversation as compared to men that seem to be closed off in talking about what you're seeing, what maybe you've seen friends do, or you maybe thought was okay because you didn't necessarily know the context and what can happen there after. Right? So I think it also opens up conversation, an easier flow for men to have conversations with men about what's right and wrong, how you carry yourself, what you're not supposed to be doing. Respect.
And I think based on the whole conversation starter as well, what I really appreciate with reading through the entire script is that it's not only one perspective you're getting of GBV. You're getting different perspectives, and it's not only, it doesn't have to be physical, it could be this, it could be that, it could be and so that's what I appreciate from the entire thing. It's not one mold fits this, right?
And there's never going to be one mold for anybody because everyone has a different experience, right? But one of the things too for men growing up in abusive families, they themselves follow that same trend and they go about statistics.
We just came back.
I left my studies at school. I don't know. I'm sure there's some statistics that have some information about that. You can Google it.
Go Google it.
Or ChatGPT.
That's your homework.
ChatGPT has
We'll
a
have
lot
that conversation on a entirely different day with all the boards of Haven House to have that conversation. But today we're focusing on the play.
Also on that same note, for the focus on the play, because I want people to kind of like put in their calendars
8
and
and 9.
understand. So 8th and 9th of May. And obviously we're going to have different levels of tickets or so.
It's
Do we have the
already.
cost and everything?
Yes, we do, and it's already on Quick Pass. I think. Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's ready.
It's one of our
So
vendors.
get it. Yep.
So Quick Pass, yes. We love working with the Fairweathers. They are very, very fun to work with and very easy. Like, just like, hey, can I, like, book, it's there.
Easy. Quick Pass, making it easy.
No lot of stress. So it's very quick, it's easy. But the Bliss Institute should have some tickets.
Okay.
And there are numbers on the flyers.
Flyers
for
as
you
well,
to
yeah.
call.
So.
I think many of our actors will have tickets available too, so just let us know. The prices. So the VIP, which includes a beverage and a cheese plate, a platter, it's $100, and that's a box seat, and wait services. And then we have the premium for $50, which includes the center of the first stair.
Okay.
So it's everything from the bottom all the way up. And then the sides of the first stair, that would be our reserved for $40. The general would be $20.
And
That's all the way to the top.
The top.
It still has a good view.
No, it does. Yeah.
And guess what? The Bliss is very chilly. You have to take your sweater.
Yes,
I agree.
Yes.
Service there is good though, true, because I feel like something
the Bliss is happening. And we love working with the people at the Bliss because they are so available to us as well. I like when people are available. Channel 7 is always available for us. Channel 7 is one of our sponsors, by the way. Yes.
Yep.
7.
We
So
still
we
have
love
time for
Channel
more sponsors, though, if anyone is interested to be sponsored.
You know what? And when sponsorship, you get tickets.
Yep. There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
To come out and see something amazing.
It's full of prizes and surprises.
Oh,
So
yes, we have some prizes.
Yep.
I don't want to call them sponsors, but we do. In any of my plays, we usually have the giveaways.
Okay.
Charmaine Garcia is our MC. And so what I've done is that Charmaine is also going to be kind of the MC for the After Dark special. So she is the MC for the night, but she and DJ Boom Boom are going to have to collaborate to give out prizes to the audience.
Ooh, okay.
So
it's interactive. We're going to be very interactive.
Yes.
I love a good interactive play.
To what extent? We'll see.
I like to be able to talk back to the people a little bit.
We heard ya. It was fun though. It was fun. Drink your coffee.
I'm gonna drink my water.
Your coffee that Channel 7 provides.
That one right there. So reminding persons that they can get tickets ahead of time.
Yes.
You can choose to bring your teenage child, whether it be male or female. Remember, there is a conversation you'll have.
Parental discussion.
Parental discussion
is advised. Yes.
Very much.
But I really want to encourage persons to make it either the 8th or the 9th and come out and make sure you have the hard conversation with yourselves, with other persons. You speak to the advocacy and you make sure.
Right. So guys, again, you can look out for the flyers and see what or where they're going to be selling these tickets, or you could reach out to any one of us actors out there in this play. Yes.
We should.
Guys, and even so, you heard you heard Adriana herself. They need more sponsors, and it is all going for a worthy cause, guys. Trust me, it is going for a worthy cause. You can visit them. You have social media platforms as well, so that you can just visit to see the good work that you guys are doing.
And then we're also doing some sneak peeks for the...
Yes.
Yes, we forgot to mention that. Some little teasers to bring out the...
The teasers haven't been released yet, but there will be. And just look out for the flyers that we are creating, and every now and again we pop in a new one, just so that you're informed. So follow Reading Rights.
No, go ahead. Follow Reading Rights.
And follow Haven
House.
All right.
But yes.
That's it.
Guys, so you heard it here. May 8th, May 7th.
8
and
and
8 and 9. Oh, wow. You see, I'm going one day earlier. I'm going on day earlier, you know.
You have to go a day.
Day earlier.
I have to. See, that's why, Ren. That's why I have
And
to
the
go a
day
day
before the
earlier.
I be here myself.
Please. But yes, guys, May 8th and 9th, come out to the Bliss to support a worthy cause. See this amazing play in action. And trust me, things are going to be hot.
Yes.
Hot, hot, hot. Chicas,
Chicas picantes.
picantes. With the picantinesses. But we go to our next commercial break, and when we are back, we're going to be wrapping up today's show. Stay tuned.
Arriba.
In a democracy, what is good for the government cannot be bad for the people. And what is good for the people cannot be bad for the government.
We came a long way. It's like over 16 years that it was basically like 2-3 houses in that area.
It was wild.
One high bush like
Wild,
jungle.
high. I want to take my lick. Say no water, no light. I tell her no worry about that. We have figured it out.
You know, you wonder how long it will take for this to happen.
A year ago, you were considered squatters.
We made a picado and we came in.
I made a teenager.
Everybody said it was swamp, it was swamp. When we get in here, it was like gold.
Today, you're landowners.
Very
This that for we, and we proud of this.
Now we are claiming our house on the land.
We have worked so hard to make this happen for us.
This is a beautiful day, folks, because we are taking care of the people who have taken care of us. Because we wouldn't be here today without you.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years. Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your nation station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, text, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio, 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
And we are back, Boozlers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Open. What happened?
None.
You okay?
I'm good.
Guys, I don't know what's wrong with Brandon. Like, he did try to rewire or something. My body clap. The oink, the all kind of things in a one.
In a call, I tell you the way to clap, you know. Yeah, never like that. It wasn't like that, but yeah.
You do a big pops. But we are here excited because, of course, we are done with the show. We had beef that came in very nice and slow and lean and mean.
It was roasted nice. It was roasted
like
nice.
it. Like, you know, that one was good. That one was good.
At least stew.
At least
like
stew.
it simmer,
Yeah,
leave it,
something
yes.
At least simmer. Keys to my bimmer. And then, of course, we talked about the upcoming Wings of Mind Tea Party that's happening this Sunday, as well as the Good Deeds Day. That is happening this weekend, but can happen for the rest of this year, that you can be able to contact Wings of Mind. You can also contact Ishel Caribe Foundation, and you can be able to donate, be a part of the change, be a part of the great things. And of course, moving into our next conversation that we had was Reading Right, about an amazing play that's supporting Haven House, upcoming May 8th and May 9th. We're going to be having them back on the couch again, talk more about tickets, about the play. We have somebody that is also a playwright that's going to be in there, and we're going to be allowing him to talk about, you know, that journey and what he did too. So we're really excited to be able to follow up those conversations. But put it on your calendar. That's about Friday or Saturday, May 8th and 9th, guys. Go and support. These funds are supposed to help Haven House for the rest of the year and then some next year. So we really want to make sure the statistics are correct.
Ren, we never did get to talk about our Easter special and
Tell
what's
about your
not.
Easter.
No, but the Easter special. First off, we had this aired out and everything like that, guys.
Brandon sell off, he sell free early too. And you know so funny? It was always understood for some reason, like it was this hidden thing that we know we wait until the day. Then Brandon does the like, you know what? Smell this!
Bam.
Like, everybody know.
How you may know that I sell out besides my story? Nobody in the chat may know that I sell it out.
Because I saw, and of course, when it shared, it was like, oh, everybody to say. I was like, ooh,
But,
you know what?
but nobody that follow me on Instagram like that.
You don't know
but
their
yes.
life.
Guys, San Pedro was epic. Our Easter special, Miriam and I did our thing as well. Yeah. Again, it's just like vibes after vibes, especially Miriam hosting, right? And then the whole crew that went out with us, it was just a vibe.
We had a fun time.
I mean, snorkeling and everything like that. We went to the iguana sanctuary where, like Miriam said, the camera does not do justice to those huge iguanas. Yeah. I mean, like, frightening when you see how huge they think, like Jurassic Park era. Right?
The baby dragon.
And then, of course, the food at Caramba's, man, it was just so delicious. Everything was just delicious.
I hope people were able to go, or at least try to make a trip at some point.
Some people actually was texting, because while that was airing, guys, I was at Bullock Island. Yes, that's one of our southern keys. For those asking, yes, it was Bullock Island. And big shout out to the crew there, Mr. Miguel. We had Miss Charlene, Ken, all of you guys who made it amazing. We literally had the island to ourselves.
Ooh,
literally had it. Island hopping down south, guys, southern keys. Go view them.
I think I'm not going enough.
First time at Laughing Bird Key, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. We couldn't go to Moho.
I went there like 2 years ago and it was really nice. So
we couldn't go to Moho because, hey, like, I never knew you could privately book that. That is a thing for me now, because I want to go camping out there.
Ooh, look at
right.
you, Mr. Camper.
We visited different islands down south. Again, San Pedro was such a blast. Afterwards, Kikaka, you did your thing. Yes, I was at, I think it was like 7 different islands. Just all about the place. Just all about the place. Thank you guys so much for,
view your country, go on tour, find out what's happening. Of course, as much as you can, if you can, because if you have that privilege to do so, because we also have to look at, you know, for persons that are not able to afford, but what they can afford and what they can do, make sure you go.
Definitely, but explore your country.
Explore your country if you can. Make it a thing where you save up and try go at least one place here or there, and make sure your children are exposed to it too, so that they can also appreciate. Because at the time, that they struggle for appreciation.
And you know what was funny too, because Bullock Island, you're thinking a little secluded island. No, they're big Sunup fans there. They're big Sunup fans there. Yes, take pictures and everything like that. All of that. Another big Sunup fan I want to shout out, Zayden Reyes. I mean, amazing little one, but he's like, he kept me up playing in a pool, dislocate my shoulder 2 times, and things like that. But sorry, right. Yeah, that's it. To the Reyes family, again, thank you guys so much for everything as well. But man, big up on ourselves. Big up everybody who made. And like Jules said, we never had to report on nothing major. Like, no, I don't hear no drowning deaths. I don't hear none of that.
For the safe weekend. Of course, we do know that the young lady that we had reported missing last week is still missing, and so we're hoping.
I know there was a search done for her yesterday.
Yes, that was on John Smith Road. So definitely hoping and praying that her family can have her return safely. Of course, because she was not there for the entire Easter. You're wondering, and of course, so many questions and not many answers. So definitely hoping for that. But guys, we are basically at the end.
We're at the end of the show, guys. Thank you guys so much.
They need to connect, Brandon. They need to connect with all of the things that would happen. Tell definitely give what Sunup on 7.
But I gotta tell you,
discount.
I have the connects, guys. Want to just link up. I think I want to start a whole career, traveling service. You know, travel concierge type thing, and just plan out people things because
Yeah, you could make good money off that. Plus, people don't necessarily know where to go often.
People when they ask me for my itineraries when I go to South America or this place or that,
just help and you just go
for a small price.
For a small fee. One next
you could get something like that.
Like a next money pound something. But with that, guys, it's 8:30. We've come to the ending of the show. We're sending you off on a beautiful Tuesday. Join not Brandon now. Kevin and I, because I don't used to the Monday. Join Kevin and I. Kevin's gonna be back. He was off and he's gonna be back, and we get to hear about his explorations and all of the things that he may do and have a great time in Brazil. So see you guys tomorrow for that. Bye.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up